Hello, everybody. Yeah, this is James. I want to talking about today's. I want to talking about topic is the Disney movie Mulan. You know, on the last Friday, the movie is going to it's supposed going to the theater, but because the coronavirus surge is going online, so you pay like a $29.99, you can watch the whole movie. After watch this movie, I have some think about this movie. This movie, you can say is a perfect because it's made with like a princess series. It's Disney movie. It's PG-13. It's good for children. Not 100% good for adult because adult always think this is, is too a little bit childish. But you have to think about the children's feeling. You can't put too much bloody action scenes inside the movie or too much, too long. So this movie is just like under 2 hours. It's very short movie. It's not like a Transformer or something. The big movie is a Star Wars or something like 3 hours, 4 hours. But it's just less than 2 hours, so it can cover everything. So somebody's complained about this movie. There's no music, no song, no like a Mushu, the dragon and the cracker, something, no humor element. But I think it's okay. As a Disney movie, it's okay for the children. Okay, I think the action is good. It's just like Crouching Tiger, High Dragon. It's good. It's not Kung Fu movie, so it's good enough. Yi-Fei's performance is good enough. So I give this movie like a B plus because I think the storyline is very, very clear. It's talking about, the woman warrant. He wants to save his life to his father, so he go to the army instead of his injured father, his old fathers. The movies want to show you what is loyalty, what is the brief, what is courage, and what is truth. So, and also what disabled to the family. So what he want to express is this spirit to you. This is a Chinese spirit. As a Chinese immigrant, I tell you what, this is 100% Chinese personality and the Chinese characters. Yeah, loyalty, true, and courageous, and brave. But this movie got some problem too. Why some people have so many complaints? Because I think the biggest problem is use the English language. Even it's just American product movie, but it's talking about a Chinese story. It's all Chinese characters, Chinese actors, actors. It's talking about Chinese woman warrant. It's based on Chinese history and culture, literature. So you have to use the Chinese language. For example, people want to express a Chinese old word. It's called 四两拨千斤. But he used the word. It's very confused people. It's like 4 ounces can move 1,000 pounds. This is not what the 四两拨千斤 means. This just make people feel confused about this word. Actually, it's talking about you can use the trick to make the overwhelming jobs getting more easily. That's called a 四两拨千斤. It's not just interpret first from the word to word. That is not called a 四两拨千斤. 4 ounces can move the 1,000 pounds. That's very stupid. If you don't have a Chinese literature background, you can understand what the hell does that mean. What is qi? What is 4 ounces can move 1,000 pounds? That's ridiculous. So that's why we have to use Chinese language. For example, An Li's movie, Crouching Tiger, High Dragon. Originally, it's produced by the Hollywood. Hollywood producer wanted An Li use the English language on this movie, Crouching Tiger, High Dragon. But An Li rejected because he think it's talking about Chinese, martial arts spirit. You can't put English people's philosophy inside Chinese martial arts movies. That's why he let people speak some influenced Chinese language. But it's outstanding. Also like a Korean movie, Parasite. People can barely understand a word, a Korean language, but they love this movie because it's a very outstanding movie. You can read subtitles. People already, get used to read up subtitles. So why not use your own language to express what you want to say to the audience? So this is the biggest shortcut of Mulan. Use the English. So it definitely can use the Chinese because Chinese character like Liu Yifei, Jie Li, Donnie Yen, and anybody else, they can speak very fluent English, the Chinese. If they use the Chinese language, Gong Li, they can more put their performance into it, marry into it, or not just think about the screen script, the word. Because you have to translate in your brain. You have to translate first, then you speak it out. So that's very effective, the performance. So this is the big shortcut. Somebody, actually this is not like a usually Disney movie. Always sing like a Frozen, like a Rapunzel, like a Snow White, like a Beauty and the Beasts, like a, something else, Aladdin something, always sing. But this movie, they want to show you some Chinese spirit. Chinese people not very, express outside. They pay attention to the inside effect, in the inside spirit, like a qi. Actually, it's talking about a qi. This is very stupid. Chinese people know qi. It's just if you want to show the West country people's Chinese spirit, you don't need to use the qi because the Hollywood people always think if you want to show Chinese culture, you have to tell them that they already understand it, like a qi. What the hell is a qi? I don't even know what the hell is a qi. I live in China 30 years. I don't know what is qi. You can call Tai Chi or Qigong. This is all some kind of martial art. There's no qi in Chinese martial, in Chinese spirit, okay? Don't put the qi. It's like a Star Wars. It's like a wish, a force be with you. That's a stupid. That's a sci-fi movie. But in Chinese movie, don't put like a Hollywood element inside, like a qi, like a 4 ounce can move the 1,000 pounds. That's really, really stupid. Don't put that stupid things inside the Chinese movie, okay? Just use the Chinese element. Use the true Chinese element. Chinese culture, Chinese literature, Chinese history. So you will very enjoy this movie. This movie it should be show people more things, but it didn't. It just showed a little part of Chinese people's spirit. So I give them B+. I hope they have a sequence. They have the second one, Mulan. It can be more longer. Under 2 hours, you can express more things, just like a Star Wars. Sometimes there's 4 hours, right? Cinderella List, 4 hours. Sometimes you have a Titanic, 4 hours. You can use like 2.5 hours or 3 hours to make this movie. Make more, adult element inside, not just for the kids. Like make more action movie, action scenes. Make it a little bit blooded. Even it belongs to the RG. I think they there's more people like it because the most audience is a young guy or the adult, you know. So I hope this movie can become the star of sequence of Mulan because it can make like a 007 James Bond series movie because they have a lot of story about the Mulan. It's like it's a point about this Mulan story. I can teach you this point. It's like 唧唧复唧唧，木兰当户织。不闻机杼声，微闻女叹息。问女何所思？问女何所忆？女亦无所思，女亦无所忆。可汗昨日见军帖，可汗大点兵，兵书12卷，卷卷有爷名。阿爷无大儿，木兰无长兄。愿为施鞍马，从此替爷征。东市买骏马，西市买鞍鞯，南市买蓖头，北市买长鞭。但辞滇阳去，暮宿黄河边。不闻爷娘唤女声，但闻燕山胡骑鸣啾啾。万里抚戎机，关山度若飞。将军百战死，壮士10年归。穿我旧时袍，着我旧时装。出门看伙伴，伙伴结金芒。同行12年，不知木兰是女郎。所以 this is an old poem for 2000 years to, you know, the owners, the woman warriors, Hua Mulan. So every people have to read this poem first. Then you watch this movie. You will have a more idea about who is Mulan, why they call the Mulan is a Chinese hero, is a woman warrior. So enjoy it. Look forward the second one of Mulan movie. Yeah.